Welcome, darling. This is Violet Nocturne, your guide through the uncharted voids of fear, your confidant of the macabre. Here in the sanctuary of shadows, truth and terror breathe in unison. Tonight, I present you with a story that may have you reconsidering that old, forgotten cabinet in your attic. You do have one, don't you? Everyone does. It's time you found out what's inside. But remember, some keys unlock far more than mere doors. Our tale begins with an unassuming man named David, a single white-collar worker in his 30s. He lives alone in a cramped studio apartment in the city. David is ordinary, some would even say forgettable, except for one strange quirk. For years, he has been haunted by a recurring dream, always the same: a dark hallway, endless rows of doors, and one particular door that he can neither open nor walk past. He calls it the dream door. Tonight, David's dream takes a turn. The hallway feels colder, the shadows darker, clinging to him like cobwebs. The door stands as it always does, looming at the edge of sight. But this time, a key dangles from the lock. Every instinct tells him not to touch it, but instincts crack beneath suffocating curiosity. Don't they, darling? And so David reaches out, trembling, and as his fingers graze the cold brass, he jolts awake. But something isn't quite right. There's a foreign weight in his hand. Yes, David wakes up holding the very key from his dream. Reality, it seems, unfurled its grip. He stares at it in disbelief. Dark iron, rusted, almost organic in texture, as if it might dissolve into flesh in his palm. He tries to laugh it off, relegating the bizarre dream to a coincidence, a peculiarity to share over drinks with the two friends who actually pick up his calls. But later, as David scans his apartment, his gaze settles on an antique cabinet tucked in a corner. A family heirloom, perhaps. He inherited it from a relative he'd never truly known. Great-Uncle Philip, a man people whispered about but seldom mentioned directly. That cabinet, oh, you know it, don't you? It had always been there. Unassuming, locked, somehow waiting. The key fits perfectly. Did you expect otherwise? Neither did David, though his heart feels ready to burst from his chest the moment the lock clicks. At first sight, the contents seem harmless enough. Old relics, yellowing papers, a set of smaller keys labeled with Roman numerals, from I to 7. Strange, he thinks, but ultimately mundane. It's only when his fingers brush against something coarse, a fragment of cloth, and he pulls out what appears to be a tattered, black-bound journal, that relief curdles into dread. The journal whispers secrets no sane soul should endure. This, dear viewer, is Uncle Philip's legacy. The scrawled entries detail keys, 7 curses locked away within unmarked objects scattered across centuries and continents. Each key was a tether, binding monstrosities beyond comprehension. Philip's work, his life's purpose, had been to find and seal them. But oh, fate, that cruel playwright. The journal ends abruptly. The 7th key is secure, the final entry declares, but the 8th key is hidden in nightmares. Shivers race down David's spine, his breath shallow. He discards the journal like it might ignite in his hands, like it could infect his mind. He attempts to sleep, to deny the revelation, but the door from his dream, it waits for him, eager now, its presence no longer contained within shadow worlds. Darling, have you ever felt hunted by something you shouldn't even believe in? Because that was David, teetering on the precipice of belief. Strange events unfold in his waking hours. His cabinet door creaks open by itself. Objects inside rearrange without explanation. Mirror reflections linger longer than they should. And the journal. Oh, that journal. It finds its way back to him each time. He burns it, tears it, throws it out. But each morning it lies neatly by his bedside. The crescendo arrives when David wakes to find his apartment transformed. The walls. They stretch endlessly, cold and wet like cave stones. He walks and walks, but finds nothing but rows of identical doors on either side. And there, as if to welcome him home, stands the dream door. A key mirroring the one he clutched days ago awaits in the lock. He knows, my darling, that opening this door will mean something irreversible. But how cruel our nature is. What is forbidden tempts us most. Have you ever denied the forbidden? Opening the door reveals a swirling abyss filled with timeless whispers, sounds of despair, anguish, and laughter that chills the marrow. A human-shaped shadow steps forward. Not quite David, but close enough to mock him with its likeness. The eighth key, it murmurs, in a voice that sounds like breathing earth. You brought me the final piece. And so, my lovely audience, that's where we leave poor David, a man who simply unlocked the wrong door, first in sleep and then in life. As for the eighth key, well, I wonder where another might appear. Could it be you? Remember, darling, it's only a story, isn't it? Sweet dreams.